Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm Muhammad Labib, and today we are doing a tech seminar video. Oh, tech video where I speak about some technology. And previous videos we have talked about career, steering wheels, protection system in F1. Also, we also speak about DRs in cricket. Also, we speak about VAR, video assistant referee in football, Hawkeye. It's also in football. Yeah, we talked about so much technologies in sports area. Today, also, I come up with a technology which commonly using in football and other, not only in football but also in running, and it's commonly used by athletes and team sports. Today we are discussing about GPS trackers and the impact of trackers on athlete performance and strategies in team sports. Let's begin. Once again, welcome back. First of all, we can understand the basic working of GPS trackers. And the basic function is that GPS trackers use satellite signals to determine a player's exact location in the field, and it captures the movement on the patterns, how the players moves, or the speed, how speed they are, and the distance. And usually this worn in their vest. In football, we know under the jersey there's a vest, and in that vest the GPS trackers are stored. And also in various sports, various types of stone, and it's simply GPS trackers will be there on close to with their body. And it's because it's mainly attached to the body because we need the heart rate and also acceleration, all that details. And it's important to get the body details because we want to prevent, if this is strategy to prevent injuries, to know how the body works, to fitness of the players or the fitness of the athletes. And this all collected data will be transmitted to the real-time world, the central system, and the data are real-timely connected to the central system. And let's deep dive into the more details about the GPS trackers and its benefits, future, everything. And why GPS trackers are used? It's mainly because it's to enhance the athlete's performance. Example, we can take in a football team, we will analyze how much ground distance they covered in the game, and how speed, what was his average speed, and what's his heart rate. We got the all data. Yeah, you may see in football match there will be sometimes a graphic shown that the distance covered by per player or most distance covered by a player. It's all data collecting from these GPS trackers, and by this we can understand what's his weakness or what's a player's weakness. Not only our players, we can also analyze the opponent's players and we can make strategies according to that, and how distance he covers or she covers, or what was his average speed, who is the fastest players on the pitch. And if like Mbappe or some, there are always fastest players, and the coaches need to adjust their strategies to according to that. And also by analyzing this data, coaches can give customized training to that player, because when someone understands his weakness is A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, and his weakness is something like this, and we can focus on the strength, and we can make strategies to tackle the weaknesses. And the other thing is that to prevent injuries or to manage people. And the one thing is that it's loading management. When we get a couple of data about the players, we can understand how intensely players training or how intensely players working on the ground, and if there's a possibility which can be lead to injury, coaches can really customize, or coaches can really put a plan, or players can take a prevention, or players can be aware of how to do, how intensity they need to put in the ground. And the other thing is that there's a case study in Brighton last, I think before, not this season, last season, previous of the last season. Though they were always success in transfer market because they have an amazing scout team which is tracking all the players' data, and they find the correct prospect to the main team. They analyze the data, they do what's the strength of the player, and they do analyze what's the weakness of the players. Then they have predicted with the some of the AI and all things. They clearly, masterly pick out the one of the best young talents in the market, and they are succeeding to building their young players. If I want to provide more examples, nowadays almost every club using, almost not every club, most athletes also using these GPS trackers to analyze their power, analyze their weakness, to strengthen their strengths, and to how strategies how to tackle this. And one of the major clubs are starting to coming to GPS trackers are Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, Manchester City. These all clubs take the big step in the early stages of the GPS trackers. And another thing is the future of these GPS trackers. Now the coming of the AI, many AI predicted when the injury, they predicted which player will be injury, and what are the cure, what are the prevention to prevent this injury. There are also something like that. And coming to the AI part, I think there's a big chance for getting more updates in the GPS trackers. I think that's all for today. We have discussed GPS trackers, how GPS trackers working, how the players and teams are using GPS trackers, and what is the future of GPS trackers. That's all. Until next time, take care. Peace out.